Hey guys, how you doing? I keep getting asked this question, so I thought, why not just do a quick video so I can cover it off for anybody that finds this useful. So how do you connect your USB to Zoom, or how do you make sure that your USB microphone is the thing that Zoom is recording rather than your desktop microphone? Because what is happening a lot of the time that I've been hearing about is that people think they've got a, something like this, like a snowball or something, plugged into their laptop, but it's not actually taking, Zoom's not taking the feed from the microphone, it's taking it from the laptop speaker or the laptop recorder instead. So I'm going to show you now how to make sure that this actually works. Let me share my screen with you. Now, there you go. You can see my rather busy desktop. Ignore that for a second though. So if you scroll down here, so these are your settings that you will have in Zoom itself. If you click onto this where you've got the mute button down this bottom left-hand corner, click that arrow and that gives you loads of different options. And this is where you can see, you can decide and select your microphone. So you can either select the built-in input. Try this. It might sound different. I don't know on the video because I've not heard it back. It might sound different now. But again, if I go back in here, click Snowball. So that's now there. That's Snowball, blue Snowball. That's the USB microphone that I have got. That's this mic here. So I've now just told Zoom to take the feed from the microphone. And again, you just want to double check if you go a little bit further down, select the speaker. So built-in output. So I want to say that I want my headphones as the output. Now, by the way, guys, this will be one of my top tips. Make sure that when you're doing a Zoom call to improve the quality of the recording, make sure that you are utilizing headphones, because otherwise your microphone will pick up the other person through the laptop speakers, and then you can potentially get feedback and it just sounds horrible. Sometimes you get echo and it's very difficult in post-production to get rid of all that kind of stuff as well. The other final top tip that I would say, if you're recording on Zoom, especially if you're doing it for the purpose of a podcast, you want to make sure, if possible, you get a recording from both sides independently. So let's say, for example, if this was me and you doing a podcast, there's me on my side talking, then there'll be you on your side talking. Now, Zoom will automatically do a recording for you of both of you together. But it also, if you tell it to, it will take an individual recording for each person who's participating in the call. So let me share my screen again quickly. Again, just ignore the absolutely filthy desktop there. Sorry about that. So if you go into your Zoom settings, so top left, you go to preferences. And if I move this out of the way, let me make myself a bit smaller. If you go down here, about halfway down, you've got recording. Click onto the recording section. And you want to click onto this option, this second option down. So record a separate audio file for each participant. So that now means that if, let's say there's me and you, or let's say that we're doing a round table, we've got 4 of us who are all dialed into the same Zoom, Zoom will actually take an individual recording for each participant. And the reason why that's useful is, let's say, for example, that I'm talking and you're in the background listening, but let's say your dog starts barking. In the post-production, I can get rid of that dog barking easier because it's on a separate file, if that makes sense. So those are the 2 things you want to make sure within your settings that you are always checking on Zoom. Go to the bottom left next to where that little microphone logo is. Click the arrow button and make sure that the correct microphone is actually being used to record the conversation via Zoom. And secondly, go up to that top left-hand corner, Zoom US, go to the preferences, click into the recording section and make sure you're taking an individual recording for each participant in the call. Hope that is really useful. How to use your USB mic on Zoom.